I'm going to show you all the grocery stores in Southern Maryland, so when you move here, you know exactly the best places to go do some grocery shopping. All right, so the first grocery store we're checking out today in St. Mary's County is one of the last locally owned grocery stores in the area. There used to be a ton of local grocery stores around here, but more and more they're just becoming chain grocery stores, so this one is kind of special. Let's go in and check out Bradfords Market. Now, Bradfords is located on Hollywood Road, which is right north of Leonardtown, and it used to actually be another local grocery store before this. It was a McKay's, which was all over St. Mary's County for a while. When you walk into Bradfords, it feels like that small town grocery store. It is not a huge place, but some of the stuff I like about it, you can see right when you walk in. They have a fresh bakery where you can get any kind of cake or any kind of baked good really right there. And also there's a pizza oven that you can get fresh pizzas. Unlike a lot of places around here, they have a salad bar and a hot food bar. So if you want to grab a quick bite to eat, it can be a great spot to do that. Now, looking at the groceries themselves, they have a fairly large chip aisle, but it's nothing compared to other places, other bigger chain grocery stores. And the same thing kind of goes for the deli section, which obviously you can see isn't too well stocked, but there's the essentials there, and the produce section as well. Now, out of all the produce sections that I'm going to go to in these videos, I'm guessing that this produce section that you see right here is probably going to be the smallest. It does have all the essentials that you would need, and all the produce that I looked at seemed really fresh, but the selection is definitely limited. And the same thing can be said for other parts of the grocery store. For example, this is their frozen fruit section. You can see also their cereal section. There's really just not a lot there. Again, the essentials are there, so if you need to do a quick grocery run just to grab a few things, and maybe you're not too picky about finding exactly what you normally buy, it can be a really good option for people that live around like Leonard's Grant or any other neighborhood kind of in that Hollywood Road area. Now, there were a few things that really stood out to me at Bradford's. One, they had a great meat selection, especially if you're someone who likes barbecuing. And honestly, I was pretty surprised at the prices and the selection they had when it came to different pork, chicken, beef, all that kind of stuff right there in the store. I mean, they had whole pork butts, whole pork loins, whole briskets, and a whole bunch of good ribs too. And look how thick cut these steaks are. Now, it wasn't just the meat department. I was impressed with their seafood department too. For a grocery store, it wasn't that bad, and I was surprised. The prices weren't bad at all, and these snow crab legs that they have advertised at $9.98 a pound are a really good deal. Now, a unique thing to Bradford's is there's actually a liquor store in the grocery store. In most grocery stores in all of Maryland, you can't have a liquor store in it, but Bradford's has that, and the selection they have is quite impressive. This is all beer and like seltzers. Then you have a whole area that has wine and even some local wine from Maryland that you can see right here, and a very good selection of that local wine from Maryland. And if you're someone that doesn't like wine, they also have a whole wall of spirits too. Okay, so that was my tour of Bradford's, and what I walked away with was it's not the perfect grocery store for everyday grocery shopping. What I was impressed with though was the seafood selection and the meat selection. All the meat looked really fresh, and I was surprised by how fresh the seafood looked as well, and the prices seemed pretty decent. Another bonus to come in here, of course, is that you have your liquor store right there, and it's not a small liquor store. It had everything: beer, wine, and liquor. Anything you could possibly want. So while this may not be the grocery store that you go to every time you need to go grocery shopping, it's a place that if you need to get a little bit of everything, and specifically you're looking for some of the best meat and seafood from a grocery store around in Southern Maryland, I would definitely check out Bradford's Market in Hollywood, Maryland.